What's going on, shipmates? We are back at it in Echo. Once again, we're here for the weekly reset. What's new? What's going on? And right now with this reset this week, it's nothing. I'm just kidding. For the most part, it is nothing. As far as featured units or cases, there are none. There are a featured Neolith going on right now. And as you can see here, Neolith Legend event is going on as well. A few patrol changes, but that's about it, shipmates. Looks like it's going to be a rerun of Shadowed Light is still going on. So we'll go ahead and kind of jump into this. I'll get it started. You got 4 more days into this week to finish it up or to buy anything from the store that you have left over. Of course, I always try to get the summons. As well as any XP. I also get the proof of bond to increase the infinity, because the infinity does increase your unit's power a little bit, but it's kind of something that's fairly easy to level up on the side. So Ghostly Bloom is pretty much over. It's locked up. Everything's done. Of course, the armory is still here. I'm sorry, not the armory. Wow. The store, the gift shop here is still open for those trying to get in there and get some other stuff. I've mentioned before, going over XP stuff. I personally try to go for these neutral solutions for your Elemanos and stuff like that. I haven't, something that I've kind of fallen behind. I've been doing like the daily stuff, check-ins, the free stuff. I've been doing that, but I haven't really been working on like actual leveling up as far as my units and stuff like that, the team. Like, I just been doing basics, and as you can see, the basics every day I've still gone up quite a bit. I mean, this video from the time frame from the last, I think I've gone up about 300 to 500,000 in combat power, just depending on what units I've been getting duped or doubles of, as far as like the SSRs, because even those, when you get through breakthroughs like this that I don't know if you user, you still get a little bit here and there, and that's mainly if you've unlocked it, the Echo Laboratory. So I do have a video kind of going a little bit more in depth of like what this does, but it's doing like collecting the kind of the AFK that gets collected here in the collection platform. You go down here to the data tree. I probably should have saved and showed you guys, but as you can see, I'm kind of pretty far along in the data tree. Oh, I'm really far along. But each one of these gives you 2% dodge, 2180 for all HP. These bigger markers here activate these conditions. You get Echo Terminal graded to level 2. So as you go through, it's just adding. I mean, some of these are like 30,000-40,000 combat power or account power, whichever one you want to call it, getting added to your account. So I just finished this top row here. This is like the hardest part for me. The red squares is the hardest part for me to collect, because I guess I'll go over this real quick. So there's 2 sections here. There's the collection platform and the analysis platform. So collection is pretty much all your units that you've gotten, and Neolith. So as you can see, I got quite a bit. So getting dupes, breakthroughing gives you more units that gets gathered every hour. As you can see here, I'm at plus 77, and as you can see here, I'm at 39,000 that I've just been collecting. The analysis platform is skins, vibration arms, and Elemanos. So those are a lot harder to get. Of course, the outfits, you got to like kind of use your Morphite or actually pay for those to get like the little skin boxes that you can do and collect and stuff like that. I mean, skins do help out a little bit depending on how far along you are in the game. I think it's maybe 1.5% increase. Now for me, that's a lot. I mean, 1% at 14 million is what, 14,000. So that's a significant little bit of jump. The vibration arms, of course, you unlock it at a certain level. Once you start getting the, or not unlocking at a certain level, once you start getting the URs, stuff like that, there's a certain part that opens up and you can start equipping those. And of course, Elamanos opens up when you're in the, I believe, 65. I have to double check, I don't remember, but yeah, it comes pretty much later in the middle kind of slash end game of the game, where you unlock these and you can start collecting them, stuff like that. As you can see, some of the ones we've missed is the stone monkey. And that, who's that? Import? That dude looks dope. And Zit right there. Those are the two features that have happened recently that unfortunately we missed, and to get a chance to get them in the summon. But once you do that, and then this Echo Terminal, you can put stuff here, and that gives you more boost stuff. So like little things doing every day kind of in the game all over gives you boost here and there. I mean, today just now I think I went up probably a total of 100,000 doing all that Echo stuff, Echo Terminal, unlocking and upgrading. So it just little things here and there. I just wanted to kind of go over kind of real quick. Even though there's not a lot featured and not necessarily too much to chase after in the draws and the summons stuff, there's still other parts of the game you can kind of focus and work on to improve your account, which you kind of should be doing. Like I said, kind of just as you're part of your dailies, going in, playing 30, maybe 45 minutes, I think tops is what I play. It's pretty quick, pretty simple to get in and do all the little things in here. Of course, there's going to be some areas like here in Patrol, like the Jungle Mirage. That's a good 15-20 minutes of like really going through it, understanding, playing the quote-unquote like little game that's inside of it. Stuff like Abyssal Dive takes a good like 10 minutes, because you only have, depending on which one, you can progress as far as you can, or you only get like 3 certain amount of tries to finish it out. Stuff like that. Yeah, I'm kind of just jumping all over the place since there isn't too much, like I said, to cover. All right, so let's go ahead and just dive into let's finish up these events. So Neolith Legend is here. Let's take a quick look at it. We got the UR Ark up for a bail. Kind of looks like the golden snitch. That's funny. So this are the attributes it's giving: 17,000 for HP, 461 for armor, 461 for resistance, and then 921 for attack. So its first skill here, Ark of Covenant, displays the covenant between God and humanity, dealing Neolith damage equal to 166%. Man, I'm all over the place. Sorry. Attack to all enemies. Cool little AoE hit. And designating the ally with the highest attack as Arbiter for 2 rounds. What is Arbiter? Okay. When performing active attacks, deals additional 140% damage that penetrates shields to the enemies. Wow, that's cool. Has a 25% chance to ignore conceal and group dodge effects. All right, cool. So that's a little boost. Neoliths, you can equip 4 at a time as part of your team. You build up, I guess, like how do you say, like energy to use them. You can get up to 10 energy, I guess. I think is the max where it cuts off, or it if you have it on auto, like most of the stuff I do in the game is on auto, and I just let that happen. I think 10 is where I see kind of energy for the Neoliths to be used, and then once it hits that 10, it starts using them back to back to back. Depending on the rarity of the Neolith, the pick takes. I did not say that right. Jeez. Depending on the rarity of the Neolith determines, we'll use a different word, how many energy points it needs for it to use its skill. That's funny. Like I believe for URs it's 4, SSR it's 4, the purples I believe is 3, and if you have any R's or blue level, I think it's 2. or if you're starting off in the beginning of the game. So, and then the second atonement proof, I believe you unlock it once you get the first star breakthrough. So the second one, atonement proof, is as a testament at the start of even rounds. So 2, 4, 6, 8. The one enemy with the highest attack becomes a toner for 2 rounds. Up to, up to 1 time per battle. What is an atoner damage reduction decreases by 15%. So, in order for that 140% damage to penetrate, you need to have that second skill unlocked to give atoners to people or to the enemy team, and then that second part of that divine covenant takes into effect. So yeah, not bad. That's not a bad skill sets. I mean, a little bit of damage. Of course, like I've mentioned before, there's a lot of units now, these UR units that have been coming out with shields, stuff like that, giving shields to themselves, to other people, health recovery, a lot of that buff going on, I've noticed recently. So that this plays well, trying to counterattack a lot of those units. So like I said before, these Neolith Legend events, if you've participated in them before, your luck value or your summons does carry over from each one, because it is, unless you start buying summons and stuff like that, which is I think part of here, this godly pack. Yeah, you can buy them there, stuff like that. But other than that, you only get, oh, not that one. Or you can, as you can see here, the Myth Annihilus, that's the summon. So you can use your Morphite if you want, 150. So pretty much for 10 summons is 1500, just like the regular summons as well. But you get pretty much 1 or 2 free summons here. For the first one is logging in and then doing the daily activity of 100. So you can get about 2 summons per day. The event doesn't go down that long. You see, there's only 5 days, so it's about a week that it sticks around. So you can get about a max of like 12 to 14 summons for during the event. So not too bad. So that's 3. We'll go ahead and use them. As you can see here, 150 is the pity to guarantee the Neolith. So that one is a purple, so we're probably going to get some fragments here. After we're done with this little section here, we're just going to go straight into the summons, talk about who's featured this week, who came back, who's still around, and then of course there is another Neolith featured this week, and separate from this Neolith Legend event, which is interesting that they would do. Usually they don't do. Usually it's like they do one and then either a different one, or I'm sorry, either they featured one in the actual summons part and then they do like a Neolith Legend event later. So all right, so we didn't get anything there, so let's go ahead and jump over to the draws. So as you see here, Samovilla is still here. She's here for the rest of the week, 4 more days. Christie is back. 4 days for the rest of this week. You have a chance to get her. I will put my review for her in the description so you can take a look at it. I did mention in that video, kind of a quick overview, that she is a really good tank. I have comptated, that's funny. If you guys know, I'm not good with words. If you haven't noticed, but I have gone back and forth deciding whether to go for her or not. I'm gonna stick with Sharon that I have now. I mean, they're pretty. What would really drive me to chase after her, because she has really good skills. If you watch the video, I'm gonna review for her. Really good skills, really good defensive buffs that she gives. But she's just, I'm building an East Rise team, pretty much is what I'm building right now for my main team, since that's majority of my team is already at that East Rise. So I'm pretty much trying to finish it out. I mean, to help me get through the rest of the game and stuff like that. So I want to max that faction buffs and stuff. I have 4 out of the 6, so I need 2 more. So if she was a East Rise tank, then yeah, I would definitely chase after her and try to get her, because Sharon is my only tank. She's holding it down tremendously, but she is a different fact. I believe she's the like the Nebula Nebu. I'm jacking it up today. Maybe I shouldn't have had a little sippy sip before this. I'm just kidding. Anyway, moving on. So Lavea is back as usual. She's one of the better healers, recovery. I did do a video on her as well. Oh, look at that. She's also the same faction as Christie. So if you're chasing one, or if you have one, or if you have Lavea, might as well chase the other to get the faction link up. I do have I believe I already covered her once, because she does get rerun SSR quite often. So I'll put her in the description as well. I have to look for it. But other than that, everything else is the same. The treasure hood, the card summon, Elamano, the arms obviously match who is featured, but the only one is different, so it is the Neolith. So we have the Golden Fleece. It is here. It is not in the Neolith Legend event. It is in the regular featured summon. You have the rest of the week, 4 days, to summon it. So let's take a quick look at it. For these skills, look at 17.5, attack is 921, armor and resistance 461. Golden Fleece grants all allies a shield. There we goes again, more shields, equal to 10% of its own max HP. Awesome. Capped at 150% of allies' average attack. Wow, that's interesting. So I'm going to be getting this Golden Fleece, so I'm very interested to see. Maybe I'll do it. I think I have time for this. You know what? We're going to summon. We're going to finish this off. I'm going to add it to the team, and let's see how much increase it is for everybody. All right, so then the second skill is when any debuff is removed from allies, it instantly restores HP equal to 347% Neolith attack to the 2 allies with the lowest HP. Triggers once per round. That's a pretty good buff. If you're lacking in a healer, or if your tank or any of your supports don't do healing, this is also a good substitute. There are Neoliths that do just heal. When I first started the game, I had one. I forget which one it was. I think it was like the Egyptian cross with the hoop looking thing that it just like it healed. I think the one with the lowest HP, kind of the same thing. So this is just a kind of a UR version of it. I forget the name of it. But so yeah, so this one is HP based with a little bit of healing, and it gives shields. So as you see here, I'm at the pity. I should be getting it on this one. I have 22 summons, so we're gonna go ahead and do the, should I do the 5? Yeah, let's do the 5, because I want to try to save it. I want to save up Neoliths or summons for this in case there's another one coming, because this, if I do, well, all right, let's move and talk. When I get this one, this will be my 3rd UR Neolith, so I'll need one more to get a full, bam, oh yeah, on the 5. Didn't have to waste the other 15. Perfect. So it is there. Wow, just getting it off the bat, 81,000. Amazing. And then of course it resets, and this is also separate from the regular Ancient Amber summon. So this one does not have URs, but it does have SSRs, so that one is separate. If you're worried about this, if you're trying to work them both at the same time, it is different just a little. All right, so we got that. Let's go home. Let's put it on real quick. Let's go to complex. So there is a bit of how do you say, like, man, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a process. There you go. That you should do when you get something new. That way you don't really miss on getting the full combat power that you would get. So all right, so this is one. But where is it? So there should be a section. Well, let's start here. Let's start combat gear. Of course, is gonna have it. Squad deploy. Come on. And then down here, so we have, actually I do need a, wow, I haven't even added, oh no, it's right there. The other one, can I move these? Bam. All right. Yeah, so you can change. So pretty much when it comes to this one as well, you change the order. So the first one in the first slot will be used first, and then it'll move on towards the end. So what I'm gonna do, I'll have flag first. I have Sharur second, and then I'm gonna put the healing one, which is Golden Fleece. We're gonna switch it out. Bam. That's gonna be my healing, and then I'm gonna finish up with my Broniac, which I have duped up a little bit in breakthrough, so it does do a little bit more. So that's there now. That's gonna be it. So that's there. So it looks like maybe just the 81. I thought. Oh, there. Here we go. Yeah. So coming into here, accepting it into the ecosystem here. All resist to 800. That's 47,000 right there. All right. So that increases. Now I'm at 80 blue squares per hour instead of 70. So that one is up. Echo terminal. So then over here we'll be able to switch this out with a higher rarity. Golden Fleece 2.3%, another 7,500. So that's done. Golden Fleece is new, enhance. All right, and then so this is going to be the next part. This is where a lot of the wait, when did I get that? Interesting. Huh. That is very interesting. So the one I had in there was this one, the Futsun number. All right, so Futsun, we're not going to try to say the whole word. I'm going to stumble and crash into my phone. So so what you do here is pretty much I reset. You want to go home to the storehouse. There should be no. Where is it? Recycle up here, the little recycle, there it is. You're gonna go down to Neolith. We're gonna select the Futsun. You're gonna rebirth, which rebirth pretty much resets it down to 0. It doesn't undo the star breakthrough, because that would take away a lot more combat power from the Echo Laboratory, because once you break through them, you get more points that way as well. So it's just going to do leveling up materials. So it's going to be that. So it's going to pretty much reset it back to down to level 1. Then you're going to come back, since it's already equipped, and we're going to try to max out as much as possible on here. So let's see. My big guns are at 89. I don't have enough to break through them again. Oh, I do. Oh, interesting. So all right, let's go ahead and get up this. So that's 4,100, 5,800, 11,000, 12,000, 16,000, 19,000. 25,000, and that's where it's going to stop. Another 11,000. So that was probably, what was that, 14.7 when we started the video. So as you can see here, now I just need to collect some more. I want to, obviously, me personally, I like to have them all at the same level, so I'm going to need a little bit more of the multi-core matrix so I can get the, but look at that, look at all that extra that we're getting here. 11,000 health, 627 attack, 33 for resistance and armor. So where are we at now? We're at 14.9, 200,000 total combat power gained for that one. So that's, I just wanted to show that and show you guys, like, don't forget every part, because there's multiple things and multiple parts in the game where you can kind of collect and give that full advantage and benefit of getting one item. So that's about it. I'm not going to summon on any of the featured units this week. I really need, and I'm really waiting for an East Rise tank. My team, I have 4 East Risers, and they're all DPS focused. Rixia DPS, Lorraine DPS, Kabui, DPS. And then my last one down here, Roxy, she's actually support and limit breaks, which does a little bit of DPS focused. So I'm really looking for a strong East Rise tank to replace Sharon. Hopefully a new one comes out maybe next week. Hopefully, I'm hoping. And then I would have to get her 2-starred or get her twice, whoever is going to be, because Sharon's already a breakthrough once, so that's going to give already another buff. And then another DPS to replace Ziz. We'll see who comes. Either another DPS or another tank. So we'll see what happens. All right, shipmates, that's it for this one. I appreciate everything. I do apologize. I was a little late, about a day or so late on the reset. Crazy weekend, end of school, a lot going on. Personally, just like trying to get everything situated and planned out correctly so I can keep putting videos out for you guys, because I'm enjoying putting out the content. You guys are great. Love interacting with you guys with the comments, stuff like that. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying the likes. Slowly but surely we're growing. I'm about to hit 40 subscribers, over 6,000 views right now for total account, or total like views for everything. But yeah, we're just gonna keep growing. New games are still coming out. I'm playing them. And like and subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys. Fair winds and following. See you, shipmates.